student told me he was incarcerated, so that was the best excuse ever.
They were incarcerated.
Yes, yeah, they were in jail for the exams.
That's a good excuse.
That's a great excuse, yeah.
This young man came, he said he was canceling his class because his mom was getting married, which is great. That's a pretty good alibi, I think. And he gave me this invitation as the documentation that he had clearly created himself, and not with great sophistication, because it was missing, it seemed to me, key information like the date and the location. It was a really bad, and I was embarrassed for both of us, right? Because I had to then say, I'm sure your mom is marriage material, but I do not, in fact, believe this is a real wedding invitation, because I've gone to many weddings and the invitations don't look like this, and it was super awkward and kind of funny.
So I teach in a computer lab, so every student has a working computer in front of them. But some students want to work on their laptops, and that's totally fine with me. So I gave a micro assignment that was due by the end of class. So everybody's working, everybody's typing away, and at the end of class, everyone submits it except this one student who was working on his laptop. And I was like, what's your assignment? He's like, oh, I couldn't do it. I was like, why? He's like, my laptop's broken. And I was like, why didn't you use the computer in front of you? I guess he preferred his laptop. I don't know, but it wasn't even working. I had no idea why the student didn't do it.
Some people just say, I went home and I forgot to take my guitar. And, can you imagine going home and forgetting your computer or forgetting your textbooks that you might need for a class, right? How is that any different than this? So those happen sometimes, and especially it's around break time a lot, which I don't understand why you don't take your guitar home and play for your family and show them what you've learned in the recent weeks. But hey, I get that one sometimes.
And then students, say, I'm very ill and I can't come to class. And then you see in the background that they're outside at the skateboard park, listening, forgot to turn off their camera. I mean, really?
Oh, my dog died. My dog ate my paper, It's often involving the dog.
And
Let's ask.
okay.
Okay, what's the excuse you gave today for being late?
Oh, my aunt brought her new dog over.
She has video evidence, actually.
It's true.
You've got documentation. That's good.
Yes, I do.
I was like, I don't want anybody to think I'm lying, so let me take a video of the dog real quick.
Which took more time, of course.
Back about 10 years ago, I had a class, and all of a sudden I noticed grandmothers were passing away. There was in a class of about 25 grandmothers all of a sudden started passing away. So I got to thinking, what are the odds of that truly happening? So that's when I started requesting. I said, well, you'll have to bring me some documentation, a program, something like that. After that, it was interesting because apparently some of the grandmothers resurrected. That it found they came back and said, seriously, they came back and said, well, my grandmother really didn't die. And so, but nowadays, since I asked for documents, I don't have too many cases where grandmothers are dying on me anymore. So they came back to life, apparently. And I saved some lives is what I've been doing.
I just tell people to be honest, because people understand that life is messy. Things happen. If a student tells me their car breaks down, I believe them. Now, if their car breaks down every exam, statistically, not probably happening.